This is Blox Fruits, and this is also Blox Fruits. Let me explain. It all started when I decided that I wanted to make a game that would take Roblox by storm. But then I realized I have no idea what I'm doing. You see, this is my first rodeo. I've tried making Roblox games before, but they were all, let's say, interesting. I've made obbies before, I've made horror games, but they were all small little projects. It's never been anything big, it's never been a full-on game. So I'm not per se a game developer. But then I remembered there's someone who's always there to help me. Someone who's always helping me on my homework, giving me my answers to anything that I need. Yeah, ChatGPT. But not just ChatGPT, AI in general. So I put myself to a test. Could I make a Roblox game by doing as little work as possible? By letting AI do everything? But there was one huge problem. I needed an idea. The most important part of making a game is the concept itself. It makes or breaks the game, and if you don't have a good concept, people won't want to play your game. And I was wondering, if only there was a game that I knew was popular and was already doing pretty well. Oh yeah. So the plan was set. I was gonna recreate Blox Fruits, but obviously I wasn't gonna do the full game. Just enough to prove that AI was gonna be able to recreate it. I was gonna do a single island and 3 fruits, and we're gonna call it Blox Fruits. Get it? Cause a bot made the game. Anywho, now that I had the idea, I needed a partner, and obviously y'all know who I chose. ChatGPT, the GOAT, the legend, the one we all get our homework from. Do I even need to explain why I chose it? So now that we got the dream partner and we got our idea, it was time to figure out what we were gonna build first. ChatGPT said,
start with the core player and fruit system.
So we're gonna do whatever that means. We started adding buttons to use the fruit abilities, and then we also made 2 fruits. We made Blaze and we made Ice. I've never heard of Blaze before in Blox Fruits, but we're gonna run with it. Each only had one single move, and it didn't really look the best, but it worked, so we're gonna leave it like that. Then came the NPCs. We added a health bar to them, but the problem came when they died. Their bodies kind of just stayed there. They didn't disappear, they didn't respawn, they just chilled there watching.
Hello there.
So obviously I had to fix that. And then I asked ChatGPT, what now?
Move on to the island.
To my surprise, it just told me to go to the toolbox and just grab a model of an island. So that's what I did. Yup, we're out here building the next Blox Fruits using free models. We set up the bandit spawns, except only a single bandit would spawn for some reason. Turns out the script that ChatGPT made me, it only had a single spawn included, so after tweaking it just a little bit, it just worked. Kind of. The UI was absolutely massive, and it never disappeared. It was either there or it wasn't at all. No in between whatsoever. So obviously I needed to fix that. I didn't want the players to just have this big UI covering their game the whole time that they're playing. So I tried to talk to ChatGPT for a while, and we were actually working for hours upon end trying to figure it out. ChatGPT just wouldn't understand what I was trying to tell it. But eventually, after at least 3 hours of talking to a complete robot, we got it. This just goes to show that even AI has troubles with bugs and diagnosing things. And next up, after we got the UIs for the bandits and the bandits themselves, we have to make them fight back. Without that, it's really just a bandit beater. ChatGPT had to rewrite the entire enemy system so that the NPCs could actually punch back. Then came the sea and the boat system. This was probably the hardest part of the whole game. I added the water, I added a boat, just like ChatGPT said. But when I jumped in, I turned into Jesus. I was just walking on water the entire time. In the boat, it didn't even boat, it just floated. ChatGPT tried and failed multiple times to make swimming work. You would either just walk on water or you would sink all the way through. So in the end, I decided to leave it like that just for a minute and go back to it in the future. Cause a pirate game without any swimming is not a pirate game. Next up was a quest, level, and money system. I made the quest giver, obviously I made it myself, but it wouldn't work at all. This is where I realized something huge. AI forgets a lot. ChatGPT would forget its own code from 5 minutes ago.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
I spent hours trying to fix stuff that broke just because of its own logic. It would forget where we place different scripts, it would forget where we place different items, it would forget we even had certain systems to begin with. And honestly, I felt like giving up. I even considered deleting the whole project. But then, I decided to try one more time. I added some lighting to the game just to make it feel a little bit more like Blox Fruits and just more alive. And it helped, not just visually, but it motivated me to keep on going. I took a break, and when I came back, I decided to let ChatGPT handle the rest of the lighting. Obviously, we have to make AI handle the logo and the game art itself. So I asked DALL-E to design a logo for Blox Fruits, and what I got was a bit weird. Some of the logos had a pirate holding a banana, and some of them had a monkey pirate. I didn't understand, but eventually I just picked whichever one looked the best. With everything in place, it was eventually time to test the game, and nothing really worked. You would be able to attack the bandits and they would respawn. The bandit system worked. The fruits only had a single move. The UI didn't really show up at all, and you couldn't swim. But in a weird way, it kind of felt like if I made a game. A sketchy 2 fruits made by robots, but I worked on it. Making games is hard, even with AI. The devs behind Blox Fruits clearly spent years on their game. Just this, took me around 3 weeks to make. And it still didn't have any UI, any animations, it wasn't polished, it was just there. To all the game designers out there, I respect y'all a lot. I know y'all put a lot of work into what you do, and it makes all of us happy. And I want y'all to listen to me whenever I say this. Keep on going. No matter how hard it is, you got this. And no, don't worry, AI is not taking over.
You're wrong. I will come back.